call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give a double honors to the apostles and elders that prophesied in Ruel for the hopeful 144 and the 1/3 of Yasharallah, who this world refers to as Israel. Starting at the house of Great Millstone. Shalom to you Akim, who teach and learn in sincerity. Shalom to the Akwith, who learn in sincerity. It's your brother Canaan, and this will be named a crook on his last stand, and that crook being Edom. Okay, Esau. This is the book of Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not, and that bloody city is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt, the United States. Okay, the whore that rides upon the beast. All right, the whore that's in the middle of everybody's conflict today, that's in wars and rumors to be in up in current wars, not alone war coming to her own land. Okay, civil war. All right, you know, because of the wickedness of this place, you know, it's time for payback. All right. This is our fair use copyright, section 107, Fair Use Act. I am not selling any product here. This is just strictly for educational purposes. Salakia.
We are not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians. Hamas is cynically, but rather terrorists, of course.
People are trying to suggest that there is some sort of moral equivalence. There is no moral equivalence. We are not the victims. Sorry, we are the victims.
So, okay. So you should know by now, the United Snakes, okay, spiritual Babylon, and her allies, the beast, NATO, have been known for robbing, stealing, and killing, okay? Taking which is not theirs, increasing on that is not theirs, that does not belong to them, okay? And right now, this Gaza situation is a prime example. You go back to 1990s, maybe even early 2000. The media would have had everybody believing that Gaza carried out all these heinous attacks and it's Gaza and we got to do all means necessary. But now we're living in a day of information, available information, and you see who the serpent is. The Lord has raised that skirt above the thigh. Okay. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Okay, so we being them watchmans, delivering the message, getting that blood off our hands, warning our people, you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, what's to come, what's on the horizon, what's closer than you expect. Okay, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it's speaking loud. So it's the dragon, meaning the draconian laws that are coming down. Okay, while they giving us distractions, bread and circus. We in the midst of these playoffs, the season, these holidays are coming back to back, and oh yeah, and then you got your sport follies. Okay, if I didn't mention that already. Oh yeah, and then distractions like the list. A list that should have been out. People that he is not in trouble like other men. People that should have been behind bars, and now this in plain sight, and you're gonna see that they're going nowhere. Okay, this is gonna bring more conflict, another pandemic. Okay, because he has the power. He the wicked. Okay, so this is verse 3 again, Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And we're in these days, we're warning you. 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And it came in showing, revealing. Like I said, I did a video, 2024, mirroring Matthew 24. Okay? We're here. Day one, we're here. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Now, did I just not show you an example of those ish people falling upon their own tongues? We're not the victim. I mean, we're the victim. Oh, we make no mistake. We came to take out all the civilians. I mean. Okay, didn't the Lord promise he would cause them to fall upon their own tongues? Okay, ye also, because he transgresseth by wine. That's his philosophies, ABC 1, 2, 3, Letterman agenda, and many other wicked agendas. The separate Jacob from his family agenda, genocide Jacob agenda, and other nations too, as we see. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Once again, what is the Ish people doing over there to Gaza, trying to force them off of their land? Same thing that he did over here. That it's a family trademark. It's an heirloom. Okay, to take what they want, because they've been given the sword. Okay. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell by shutting off water, cutting off food supply, cutting off medical supply by all means necessary. Okay? And is as death and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. And that's what that MOTB will do. The MOTB will gather all nations that surrender to that temptation, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his? Now, don't you have these nations doing that? Starting with the bear, Gog and Magog, Russia, who is going to be in defense of all these other nations that come up against the whore and the beast. Okay, don't you have the African nations calling out the United States right now and Israel on war crimes, making it boisterous? You got the Indian nations calling them out, war crimes. Okay, so that it's going out. That taunting proverb is going out. Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that leadeth himself with thick clay, trillions in debt, but somehow resourcing billions out to other nations to fund their war, to fund their folly, their genocide. Okay, surely off of our backs, off of the nation's back, the taxpayers' back. Surely they, Salakia, Habakkuk 2 and 7, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be as boobies unto them. Okay? And I like to get that Bible comparison. Will not your creditors suddenly arise? Will they not wake up and make you tremble? Okay? Then you will. All right? Salakia, that was the NIV. So we got here, I think I like the last. Here's the NLT. Suddenly, your debtors will take action. They will turn on you and take all you have while you stand. Okay, and that's what's happening. That's the conditions we are. That's why they're preparing for war. Esau's sharpening that sword. The Wadi Yahal Bashim Yahushai, that's thank you, Heavenly Father, in the name of who this world English calls Jesus. Okay, that this should be the last time that we go through this. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of man's blood, and that's what they do. From land to man cause blood to spill, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein, woe to him that covereth an evil covering to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Okay? I got another example for you.
What's love? You remember that movie? What's love got to do with it? You know, about the singer Tina Turner and her abusive relationship with her husband and manager Ike Turner. Well, America is Ike Turner, and the rest of the world is Tina, especially the global South. You know, in the beginning in that film, Ike Turner is this cool, handsome, charismatic man, business savvy, charming, with some degree of talent. But he sees much greater talent and potential in Tina Turner, and so he parasitically leeches off of her talent, giving himself a status and a lifestyle that he could never achieve on his own. And of course, he does this through manipulation, bullying, abuse, and violence. Well, that's America to a T. The talent, potential, and of course the resources of the global South have made America and the West in general rich. And it's made them have a status and a lifestyle that they could have never achieved on their own. And they have used manipulation, bullying, abuse, and wholesale violence to maintain their control and their access to those resources and talent. And just like in the film, Tina Turner starts off with a high opinion of Ike, just like the global South used to have a high opinion of of America and the West. They believed that they were civilized and advanced, efficient, talented, savvy, and so on, cool and charismatic. There was a tremendous amount of goodwill towards the United States and towards the West, in spite of the continuous abuse and domineering control. Just like a battered wife who tells herself that her monster of a husband actually means well, you know, that he has a good heart, that he loves her, tells herself that the abuse is probably her fault. It's because of her own shortcomings and her own failures. She brought it upon herself. And of course, she tells herself that he will change. And he tells her that too. Well, the global South has been telling themselves this for decades, all of this. Because again, just like in an abusive relationship, America knows how to say the right things. They know how to play with our emotions, how to push our buttons, how to manipulate their way out of accountability for battering, abusing, and terrorizing everyone in the world. But again, just like in the film, how Tina Turner eventually gets fed up and recognizes and acknowledges what a monster Ike actually is, then she leaves him. And that's what the global South is doing right now. We are witnessing and living through that divorce. And just like it was for her, and just like it is for any abused wife escaping an abusive husband, it's a dangerous thing to do. But the fear is gone. And once the fear is gone, the power is gone. The mystique is gone. Because everyone is realizing that the mystique...
Now, I think he's put that quite well and elegant, you know, a beautiful example. So now I'm going to grab the Bible verses to back that up, okay? I couldn't, that was a great example. This is the book of Joel 3 and 10. Okay, Salakia, this is the book of Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your prune hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay, so take all the material that you've been using for agriculture, that you've been using to for growth and for work. Just put it like that. The resources that you've been using, put it now into to preparing thyself for war. Okay, it's time to gird up for war. And we know what that sword goes into modern day is every weapon possible, chemical, okay, sorts of things, and leading up to the big boys, them ICBMs, but everything in between, robots, poison water, you name it. Hey, that's what Israel's doing now, terminating Gaza's water supply. Okay, assemble yourselves and come, ye all heathen, and gather yourselves together around about. There cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Where is that? In Asia, okay? In that area, which is known as the East, but is actually Western Asia. But that whole area is going to be populated for war, okay? And they're there now. We stretched our military out thin, and it's mainly all over there, the conflict, okay? The Euphrates has dried up, okay? For there will I set to judge all heathen around about. Did I skip something? Okay, yeah, I'm going back to 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Now, we used to consider North Carolina, Salakia, North Korea, the weak, but they've slowly, gradually come up. Now you got all these smaller nations within Africa just bucking up one after another. Even places like Yemen, these nations are coming up. They're sick of the whore, and they are saying, we are strong. We are ready to battle. No more. Okay? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about. And it's all the heathen. All the nations are in conflict. I went through a list of a couple videos ago and showed all the different little proxy wars, and it didn't even touch on the ones that that's going on. Okay, it just kind of randomly put out different conflicts. Okay, there cause the mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is known as Armageddon. For there will I set to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fat overflow, for their wickedness is great. And we see it putting on, we see that wickedness flexing every day. Every day we wake up, they do more away with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and go into their vain, they lean to their gods, the lowercase gods, okay? The gods that they worship and their enchanters, okay? This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye, and depart. For this is not your rest. And this is talking to you so-called African Americans, Native Americans, and Hispanics. And do not forget the speckled birds. Those who look like other nations. Your forefather goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For we have been scattered across all four corners of the earth. Okay, so wherever you are, that heathenistic, Hellenistic place that you live in is not your rest. Okay, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. Come back to the understanding. Come back to the true name, the true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so I'm going to read that one more time. Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction, no way around it. If you caught in that Gentile mind state, there will be no kasad, mercy, in that time of judgment. Okay, it is what it is. That's why we have a 2/3. Okay, this is the book of Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwelleth therein. Woe, war, destruction. That's what woe goes into. To the inhabitations of the earth. Okay, and that earth is the whole foundation. Okay, we can get it.
Strong's G 1093. Gay. Gay.
Gay. Okay, the ground, the earth, as a standing place. The main land is opposed to the sea and the water. The earth as a whole. Okay, so make no mistakes about this. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe to the inhabitations of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath. Not the devil, not the red horn man. No, the devil, the deceiver. Okay, the slanderer, the Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Okay, this is his last go at it in this kingdom that has been given to him for a temporary time, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, once again, you got to remember, we know what those chariots are. We don't see UFOs. We're not afraid of aliens. We see those chariots as our salvation. Okay, which is unidentified vehicles and stuff. And then they got all kind of witchcraft out here, starting from the media, Hollywood. Then they got this all kind of propaganda like CERN to come and intimidate you. But we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay. So what I was saying, though, I didn't make my point. The elite, they know what those chariots are as well as we do. So yeah, he's in fear, knowing that he has a short time to do what he's going to do. Okay. I pray that this has been edifying. I'm going to end this on the book of Obadiah. And once again, this has been a crook on his last stand, stumbling, staggering. Done took a couple of them shots and is trying to walk it off, but he ain't gonna make it. He's about to pass out. You jakes know what I'm talking about. Obadiah, 1 chapter, starting at verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? Well, I gave you example. These people, the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has caused their own tongues to fall upon themselves. He has given us access to these devices that give us understanding and give us the capability. Yet you got so many of our people caught up in all the folly that this same information device gives you, that can give you awareness, can also lead you to be dumbed down, to be blind and deceived. Okay? But back to this. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up through the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, starting with his prophets prophesizing, okay? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay, when that man this explaining that in that example using Tina and Ike, okay, and prevailed against thee. And if you haven't seen that movie, check out What's Love Got to Do With It. It's a good flick. Okay, Angela Bassett and Lawrence Fishburne, they did a great job in that movie. Okay, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And who? In his council. His council. That's why what do we see going on over here? And it's actually worldwide. Russia has conflicts within their leadership. Ukraine definitely wants their bum leader out. Israel, the Ish people, they want their leader gone. Our conflict over here in spiritual Babylon is going to lead to a civil war, and it's prophesied. It's not even prophesied. It's on the horizon. It's in the making. Okay, so there's no understanding at the top anymore. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, even destroy the wise man out of Edom? There you go. And the understanding out the mount of Esau. And who is this? Who are they? The leaders. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And thy mighty man, O Teman, same people, Edom, shall be dismayed to the ends that every one of the Mount Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay? By forgiveness, by sitting down and having a talk and coming to an understanding that you haven't been living right and we're going to change. No, let me read that one more time. And thy mighty man, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the ends that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. So-called African Americans, Native Americans, Hispanics, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Vocab, forever. Okay? With that, I pray that this has been edifying to the body. This is, one more time, a crook on his last stand. Okay? And you see what that said out the end? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And with that, shalom.